lovers of occult, I'm Thea. Well, the 7 magical talents of the magic levels that we want to communicate with non-organics and organics to interfere in this 3-dimensional world. What is the power of the spirit that they say, and what can be done? Or travel to another world and be freed from time and see what will happen in the future, and what are our senses in the beyond? Well, there are organs: hearing, smell, taste, sight, touch. We are all working with it. But what is the pineal gland? What is the third eye? A mass in the brain that is similar to an eyeball, and that is why it is called the third eye, and is responsible for the perception of all beyond matters. All strange things are measured as a sixth sense by the pineal gland, that you realize that there is something there now. It's true that you don't see it. It's true that you don't hear it, but I feel it. Someone is in front of me now. I'm reading his aura. The intention of this person is evil. This person is going to hurt me. How can I know this? Where does physics explain this? Nowhere. So what is the feeling inside me? Do I know by hearing that this person's intentions are evil? Do I know by smell? No, that person doesn't reveal anything. I'm understanding with my sixth sense that it is my pineal gland or my third eye. Actually, these 7 magical levels or magical talents are related to how large a person's pineal gland is or how active it is. Many people say that the pineal gland is already completely disabled and fluoride has an effect on it. You can't use it anymore. No, it's not like that. Just as you overuse and train a muscle, you strengthen it. For example, a person does bodybuilding and increases his muscles and physical strength, or he increases his endurance, he increases his pain tolerance, and trains his body, makes his heart stronger, makes his lungs stronger, increases his nerve and muscle connection in all sports. Or a person has artistic vision, his slasher eye becomes stronger, receiving information from the environment through the eyes and sending it to the brain, and analyzing it becomes stronger than a normal human, and the brain is actually improving. The sense of sight is improving with more practice. In the same way, a composer, when he hears something, a person who makes music, has strengthened his hearing. The sixth sense can be trained in the same way. The sixth sense can also develop like a normal organ, and the talents and actions that the pineal gland does are 7 levels. As it progresses, he achieves these levels. The first level is telepathy. Telepathy is an interesting frontier that anyone with a slightly open third eye can do telepathy, but telepathy is much closer to physics than metaphysics because it defines the limits for it. He is realizing that telepathy can be done. I can learn it, and I can teach it. That is why telepathy is like receiving brain energy, which is thought. This thought becomes an energy, and this energy from the third eye is sent, and it is received from the third eye of the opposite party as an energy, and in the brain it is translated as a thought. It means transfer from thought to energy, receive energy, and transform it back into ideas and thoughts. This means telepathy. Before a person opens his mouth and says something, you know what he/she wants to say. And one level ahead is the Concilium. That is, you transfer your idea and leave it in the mind of the other party. When you master receiving thought, receive energy, you can also convert your thoughts into energy and send it. This is Concilium. The next level is Telekinesis. Everyone thinks that if I lifted a salt shaker with my mind and placed it on the table, I did telekinesis. No, any energy we place into an object and take from an object, it means to the lowest possible level. Energy can be transferred to 3 things: body, human, familiar, and transcendental beings. These 3 levels are exactly the 3 levels of magic: telekinesis, healing, pyrokinesis. The first thing that a person masters is telekinesis. That is, you have a crystal. You must learn how to store energy in this crystal. You can place energy inside this crystal and take it out whenever you want. It is a negative energy inside you, like anger, like jealousy, like the sadness of losing loved ones, like despair. How to easily remove these energies from that required chakra and let it enter a crystal and feel relief and lightness, and that crystal will dissolve that energy for you. Or are you empty of energy today? You don't have energy to work. You don't have romantic energy. How can you have a crystal to take this energy from inside and place it in your chakra? This exchange of energy between a source of energy production, which is the crystal, it is our grades, and using these energies is called telekinesis. It is very important, perhaps one of the most important topics taught in magic are telekinesis and foundation. Telekinesis is doing with static grids. The grid is a set of crystals that are arranged somewhere. This collection depends on what talents that person has and what goals he wants to achieve in his life. A special sacred geometry is used. Geometry 8 by 6, geometry 8 by 8, geometry 16 by 3, geometry 16x5. There are different types of geometries that the master determines which geometry the student should use and arrange these grids and how many points each grid should have. The simplest grades that have 59 points each, the most complex grades that have 433 points, and 433 crystals are used in it. How to arrange the crystals? Place them in a line, or arrange them in a circle, arrange them in a flood of life, or what geometry should we use? How many points should it have? And how to arrange them together? This is the basic foundation of all occult, but these crystals are fixed. That's why they are called static. These grids are fixed, and we don't touch them anymore. When we sync a grid with our third chakra, syncing means that crystal connects to our third chakra. The third chakra is responsible for money, success, and financial advancements in life. When those crystals connect to our third chakra, we begin to aggressively make financial and situational advancements in life. We will not touch those crystals anymore. 10 years, 5 years, 20 years. Touching it is wrong. This is a static grid at a certain point in time and place. The same coordinates that I explained are arranged, and it is working now. We should not touch it in any way. If we touch, we have destroyed that particular coordinate, and we are giving it a new coordinate. Again, if we want to arrange it and change it, so we gathered a certain energy of space and time in one place, and we are using it, we can use it for the rest of our lives. This is the static grid that the 7 chakras must be placed together and become the pyramid of power. The pyramid of the 7 chakras. Thank you for your kind comments _Thea.